Do companies still look down on employment gaps? Yep, they sure do. So let's talk about how to get around it. So Harvard Business Review came out with an article talking about how costly it is to have a resume gap. And they interviewed some companies from LinkedIn and they interviewed some of their employees as well. So they polled some execs on LinkedIn and found that 61% of the respondents viewed resume gaps negatively, which to me is a high number. And then they asked more than 2,600 commenters, and about 2/3 of those commenters said that they still viewed employment gaps as negative, which I'm surprised by the commenters because I thought they would be a little bit more sympathetic, seeing as what the job market is about right now, and you would think they would understand that, but here we are. But look, why do gaps matter to these companies, and how can we get past it if you have one or more gaps in your resume? Gaps matter because companies perceive job seekers with gaps as riskier than job seekers who don't have any employment gaps. And that's regardless of the reason you have that employment gap. So how do I know that? A, I was a hiring manager, and the leadership team didn't love employment gaps. And B, I'm a recruiter, and I get into it with hiring managers and HR leaders for the companies I recruit for all the time about not wanting to hire someone with an employment gap who's willing to come into the office, who's talented, and who's on the lower end of the salary range. Anyway, I like that this article talks about taking control of the narrative. And one of the ways you can take control of the narrative, and I hate that I'm going to say this right now because I'm not a fan of LinkedIn. I'm just going to put it out there. It is like my least favorite platform pretty much ever. But if you have an employment gap and you've been out of work for a while, being active on LinkedIn, communicating, commenting on other people's articles and opinions, so on and so forth, putting out your own think pieces, it looks good to your potential employers because they're able to see how well you communicate and they're able to get to know you a little bit better. Whether you're actively looking for a job or not, people are looking you up on LinkedIn constantly. Any recruiter, any hiring manager will tell you that the first place they go to look someone up is LinkedIn. I'm starting to see people create more video content on LinkedIn. I don't know, man. My soul just low-key won't let me even go there. I just can't. But if you're looking for a job, that will probably be helpful for you to do as it offers more visibility. But I'm just having a hard, I just can't with LinkedIn. Anyway, though, I hope it helps. I hope this helps.